Hey guys, it's been a while since I uploaded anything. I thought I'd go ahead and give it a shot, see if I remembered how to do it or if I can figure out how to do it again. Spent all day yesterday cleaning up my eBay area, although it doesn't really look like it. I'll show it to you. I'm inordinately proud of the progress I made. This part here was unwalkable yesterday morning or day before yesterday. You had to kind of shimmy through here. It still looks pretty bad, but I cleared up a lot of room. I had a bunch of boxes that I knocked down and got out of the way. That's all my camping gear though. That's another project that I got to thinner down. I took nephew's bike and hung it from the rafters there, and I got real close to the wall, which worked out pretty darn good. My first hole I drilled way out, and it was way out here in the way. When you'd walk by, you'd about doink your head on them handlebar grips. So anyway, that worked out real good. I just took a stud finder and marked it up. Of course, a little coat of paint and a little dab of spackle would go a long ways there, but it's not a high priority. Dug out my old Bose radio. I finally found the dadgum controls that I had for it. And it had one of those CD shufflers on it, but it's screwed up, and after doing a little bit of research, I think it's not going to be worth fixing. Put that mailbox on Marketplace. Man, it's a heavy son of a gun. It's probably a couple of $100 easy new. So far I've got one guy that was interested in it for $25, and then when I told him no, he said, well, it's just a rusty old mailbox. What do you want for it? So I just kind of blocked him. That's a pizza oven. Kind of a weird deal. I forget the name of it. But they're pretty popular online. When they show up, they're kind of rare. I think I should be able to get that about $75 for that. My stand desk thing didn't work out as nicely as I thought. I think I'm going to go get rid of that. I'm keeping the one down here because it's just got so much extra junk storage that you can double stack stuff. But the upstairs thing, I didn't like it up there. Found these Star Wars Science The Force Trainer 2 hologram experience. Found those a couple of months ago at my little favorite thrift, and I think they'll go at Christmas really well. I don't think they're bringing that much money, but there's some Star Wars people out there. That's all full of puzzles. I'm going to lot them and try to get rid of them. I sold a bunch of them during the lockdown, but they've slowed down quite a bit. Cornered the market on New Waves. Those things are neat. I threw some chicken legs in one of them here a while back and barbecued them up real good. They really turned out good, and it didn't take long to cook them either. Excuse me, they're pretty popular. What else I got here? I can almost move back there. I've got it set up pretty good. Oh, found this thing. It snagged it off a cart as it walked by the other day. It's a FREENOTES. Beautiful music made simple. So anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to get to sell it or not, because Sis really likes it. It is kind of cool. Let's see if you can hear it. It's like tuned to a minor scale and just kind of piddle around with. I don't think you'd actually, I know I couldn't actually play it. Maybe somebody could. Still got my scale area. Picked up this Yamaha receiver and these Polk audio speakers. Man, they will crank for as little as they are. I've been kind of Bluetoothing on to them every once in a while through this. I think it's a Elskin, something like that. Bluetooth adapter, which is really cool. It just comes off there with RCA plugs. Put it in the auxiliary input. This is my area that I take my photos in. I just got finished replacing this. This had one of these laying garage here, brand new one. It was, my old one was getting kind of skin up and dirty, so I went ahead and scavenged this one. When I get stuff laid out on it, that the back part of it there kind of gives you a soft edge, so it takes a really nice picture. I mean, I'll get dead onto it and snap it, and of course the pictures in for eBay listings are square, kind of like Instagram, so you just change that in your photo or in your camera settings and it takes a really nice picture. I'm gonna try to remember and roll this up in between pictures, so when I'm just messing with stuff on here, I won't mess it up quite as fast. Although the other one lasted a long time before it got dirty. I went by my favorite thrift, because I really shouldn't, because I got more stuff than I can list in the next 3 lifetimes already, but I was kind of looking for some fast stuff to list. I want to memorialize this mess. What made me think of it, I bought this little strip here, and I'm going to pair those up to get enough plug-ins. I've got the little Rollo printer, I got that little fan, I got my power supply for the speaker system, I got my scale over there, and I've got my computer all plugged into here. It's really no load to speak of, but there's just so many plug-ins that I need to square it away. So anyway, went by Samaritan and found that little M310 mouse for $2. It ought to be a quick list. It's about, they're about $10, $12, $15. This thing is like everybody in the world had one of them back in the day. So there's a market for vintage type stuff. Funny part of this one is it says, and there's a little gold sticker in the back, it says made in colony of Hong Kong. So it's got some age to it. This is a freaking little dinner bell looking thing. See if I can get this set up where I can show you what it sounds like. Sounds kind of neat. I never even thought of them being worth anything, and looking online, there's a lot of them that aren't much bigger than this, listed for like 20 some bucks. They've taken a piece of twisted wire, like steel wire, and drilled it through the top so it won't muffle it while you're holding it. Sounds kind of cool. So anyway, bought that for a couple of bucks. This is a cassette holder. Cassettes are kind of making a comeback a little bit in popularity, it seems like. So you can go either sideways or up and down on them. And it's Alpha brand. The reason I bought it mainly is I was there, same place, a couple of weeks ago, and I found this clear one. And it's also an Alpha brand. I mean, it's identical to it, just a different piece, different plastic. So I'll lot them up. They're worth a little bit if there's at least 2, 3, 4 of them in a lot. This thing I've got kind of my, oops, sorry. Kind of got an idea for a project on these. And kind of the more beat up and kid-like, the better. So I'll go through that. Let you in on it eventually. It's nothing super secret, but it's dumb enough it might just work. This is a reason I bought this thing. It was sealed, of course, and of course it was $1. Looked online. They're selling for about 10 bucks plus freight, so ought to make 7 or 8 bucks time it's all said and done on that. I've kind of opened this last thing up and dug through it a little bit, but I didn't know what it was. I mean, I don't know what these things are. I'm no toy person. Stuff I playing with was probably all dirt by now, or dust by now. But these are Paw Patrol figures and little dogs, different stuff. I thought they were kind of cool. I don't know, crap, they might be some kind of McDonald's thing, but I don't think so. And all the cars and stuff are set up where the pups can stand in them like they're driving them, I suppose. That one's broke, but some people mess with this kind of stuff. Maybe it would have a little launcher with a spring on it or something. I think it'll make a few bucks. It's not gonna be a bunch of money, but probably if somebody will have some fun with it. 6-wheel looking ATV type cart. Snowmobile. Ken's Fun or something. I don't know. That may be a whole different thing. That's probably not even part of the same deal. It just kind of caught their eye. Got a little backhoe thing that dumps. Kind of neat. I mean, especially if you grew up messing with that kind of stuff, it would be cool. Some kind of little hydroplane, hydrofoil. He's got a broken claw on the back. Kind of reminds me of those Boston Dynamic Robo Dogs and freaks me out a little bit. This one's got him a ladder. Huh. It's not going to stay hooked. There's quite a few of them in there. I think that used to push. Oh, still does. I don't know why it does, but it does. Maybe that's one of those they call the micro paws. Or maybe it's just a little dog figure. I don't know. I'll just set them out and take decent pictures of them. And I don't ever put stuff on auction, but I may put these on auction just to see what they'll bring. Start them. I think I paid 15 bucks for them, so if I start them at what I gave for them, somebody ought to have a blast with them. Little fire dog. They're kind of cool, really. I mean, sort of move around and stuff. He's got some lightning bolts on his head. Oh. There's a miniature one of him in a little car. Can't see anything on the bottom of that. It's got these little white numbers on them. Kind of might be an item number or something. I've noticed that on a lot of them. There's another one. I bet that's one of those little minis too, and that one. Somebody lost their little arms. It's crazy, some stuff that little bitty things like cannonballs that went on a pirate ship play set. I saw somebody had a couple of them listed, the original cannonballs, for like 15 bucks. About the size of a marble. But I guess if you're just, I mean, if you're completing a set, that's what it's going to take. And another little cone. So anyway, there's that stuff. There's always some cool stuff to be found at those places. I've got some of this stuff laid out, ready to list. I've got drafts made. I found that this 3-book set the other day, Shadow and Bone trilogy, that I thought was cool. That Richard Bachman, of course, that was Stephen King's pen name before he, I guess before he came mainstream, or he was just writing them along with it. I don't remember the story, but it's a King, of course. If it was a first edition, they're selling for like $250. Of course, this one is like a first edition-ish. I think it's about a 4th printing or something. It doesn't say first edition. There's that boy that King had playing him on there. It's not brand new, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's not torn, so I think it'll sell for about $25. This is a Xylus can opener. They make some of the weirdest stuff. Like this will click onto the can and puncture it. Then you turn that to open it. And then I think that's one of the side ones, but I'm not positive, where you open the can this way and it opens to the side of the can. It takes the lid off of it. So anyway, there's a magnet right here. Like once you get it cut loose, you don't have to touch the lid. You click the magnet to it, and then when you're finished, go over by the trash with your lid, you push this little thing and it pushes it off the magnet and drops it in the trash. They're tricky. I think they're made in Switzerland, most of them. Most of their stuff's Swiss. And there's evidently a fan of it at the thrift store that I frequent a lot, because I run across all kinds of different Xylus stuff there. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to touch base and upload this and see if I still remember how. And I'm probably going to be here more often, starting pretty soon. As I record this, Labor Day weekend's coming up. I'm going to go down to around Manchester toward Chattanooga, and just on Saturday, I think, and hang out with the Cave Fest people and meet up with some people I haven't seen in a long time, and check out the vendors, and kind of look forward to next year already, where I'll hopefully be in better shape, that I can go caving a little bit. I don't really feel comfortable getting in there. I'm a bit heavy. So anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.